My name's Aaron White.
I'm Laurie White.
I contacted you about 8 years ago to originally sell my house and then decided against it. And then when times got tough, I ended up finding your number again and contacted you again.
Christy, our friend Christy was going through you. I posted something on, I think it was on Facebook, and a friend of mine, Christy, had said, "Oh, I'm going through with this guy," and I don't think hers was it, or didn't. I don't think hers went through, or yours was a problem, right? But she had recommended you to us, and we had. And then he just, when we saw you the next time, he's like, I think that's the same guy that was trying to do it before.
Trying to sell my house, yeah.
So it was a fun coincidence.
And you did a lot of repairs on that house. I mean, that house was over in East Point on Semerall Street, right there by the garden. You got the garden house.
Yep.
And you guys said that you did what to it?
Oh, it was a new roof, new furnace, new hot water tank, remodeled kitchen, remodeled bathroom.
Yeah, the kitchen was only about 3 years old.
Updated hardwood floors. You know, a lot of work in that house.
And when the market went down the drain, what were you thinking? What was your conversation together as husband and wife?
We're stuck. We're stuck, but we can make the payments, so it's not too bad. And then as time went on,
things started happening in the neighborhood too. So that was another factor in him getting
laid
off and losing his job, and
that was the tough thing when I lost the job. It's, you know, you cut things out to a point to where you can, and then you can't cut anything else out. So it's either live here or try to get out of here. That's all you can do.
And what was the? I remember you telling me that the drinking fountain in the basement.
Yes.
That was actually the night we got married too.
Yeah.
The night we got married in September of 2008. Yes, 2008. And it was monsoon that day. Everything was flooded, and we came home that morning, and we heard water leaking, and there literally was a drinking fountain stream coming out of our wall. And we had put so much work into the house already, we couldn't do it anymore. I mean, we were already way too far under, and to put that much more to seal the basement, and
another $20,000 to put in.
It wasn't
when the house is already only worth about 32 from what people were telling me. It's, you know.
How much?
100 and
with the equity loan.
With the equity loan, I think it was about 105 total that we owed, and that didn't include any of the money that we put into the house.
That
for
was
maintenance.
Nothing. I mean, we just had redid the kitchen right after we'd gotten married. Was it that November after or following? I think it was right after we got married.
Yeah, it was right after we got married.
We completely remodeled the kitchen because he went to go fix the faucet, and when he fixed the faucet, the galvanized piping that was in the wall completely deteriorated, so we had to replace the entire kitchen. Like, there was no way around it, and we ended up spending about $6,000 on that, and designed it how we wanted, and then, 3 years later we had to get rid of it.
So you came up with a plan that you were hoping would work, and the plan was to, where were you going to go? I mean, what were you thinking?
Well,
at that point, it was if we could get out of the house, and if we could get. I would be willing to move into her parents' basement.
Well, in our situation too, my name wasn't on the house. With Aaron being the primary owner, my name wasn't attached to it, so I still could get approved for a loan without having the black spots of a short sale on it. And even that's already pretty much gone. I mean, we looked at his credit score, and he has literally 5 months of little blacks, and that's it. And it's gone up already. His credit score's already gone up since, so it didn't affect him as bad as we thought.
As much as I thought it was going to.
I think we probably could have got approved for a loan together and gotten into a bigger condo than we did, but we assumed because of the short sale we'd only be able to get in something with mine.
That I would hurt the chances of getting something.
But me getting a loan wasn't a problem because I wasn't on that house.
So we did what? We went and got a place for you. And where did you move to?
We ended up moving out to Macomb Township. So big change of atmosphere, people. It's been wonderful. It's been great, and it's a lower payment, so we're able to put
nicer place.
We're putting money aside, no problem. It was a nice. It was a beautiful transition too, because we had closed on the new condo at the end of May. Within the following week, we closed on the house in East Point on Semerall, and we were moved in the following week into the condo. And in 24 hours, he made me unpack.
Did you do you owe the money on the balance on Simrod, or did that?
Nope, that
As
was.
far as we know, no. We're going through taxes
No
right now,
balance
obviously,
and-
but
And you sign all the forms at closing though.
Yeah.
That state
Yep.
that you don't
Yep,
owe any
that
money,
we-
so
Yep.
you don't owe money. You
we
know?
No.
did get some paperwork back saying, balance zero, and from the
Yeah,
equity
from
loan
the
and
equity
everything.
loan, balance was
With,
zero,
it
and
says
then
zero.
Huntington was 0, and yeah,
So yeah, it was.
yeah, it. For the most part, it's been seamless. You know, it was a very easy process.
Because you were dealing all with the bank and us not having to talk to the bank was at the same time that it was so easy. It was a little nerve-wracking not knowing exactly, but you handled
Yeah,
everything.
you handling
We didn't have
the
to
bank,
talk
you
to the bank.
handling all the different aspects of doing a
Paperwork.
short sale, all the
We had-
paperwork, and
right.
it did make it easy.
Wonderful. And you guys were right on the top of it. Whenever needed paperwork or documents, you got them to me immediately.
We-
and made the process
We were
smooth.
we
That's
tried
not
we
bad.
tried.
Well,
But no,
and
it
then
was-
we helped your father.
Yeah, and
Yep.
you.
Yep, you
took
you
our
helped my
father,
dad,
too.
and he's
I've actually
now
recommended quite a few people. Actually, I don't know how many people have come, but
yeah.
my dental
Yeah,
hygienist.
my dad he's out now, getting ready to retire.
Mm-hmm.
So that's he got the burden of that house away, and
Good.
yeah, he's happy. I would say that you handled pretty much everything. You handled all the talking to the banks and the paperwork and all the things that could be daunting for somebody that doesn't know how to do any of that.
Personal experience too. We went looking, and I bawled my eyes out to you when we were at one of the houses of how overwhelming everything was, and I was crying. And I don't specifically, want to cry to my realtor, but you calmed me down, and you made it more of a reality to know, like, these are the things that are going to happen. You're going to have A, B, and C. And me not ever buying a house before, or ever going through that experience, you brought it to reality of, yeah, you're going to need all this, and kind of brought me back down to, calm me down, but at the same time know that, yes, you're going to need all this, and you're going to need money at closing, and you're going to have to go through this, but you did it in a way that it calmed me down, and even though how overwhelming it was, because I was doing it a lot without him, because he was working late, so the two of us were going to look at places, and during that process, it allowed me to kind of breathe a little bit more, to know that you were going to help me handle it and find something that was good for us. So.